Today is an historic day because in a few hours we will welcome Finland as the 31st member of our alliance. And it was actually the invasion of Ukraine last year that led to the decision by Finland and Sweden to apply for a NATO membership. And it just demonstrates that when President Putin had as a declared goal of the invasion of Ukraine to get less NATO. He wanted less NATO along his borders. He wanted to close NATO's door, no more NATO membership for any more countries in Europe. He's getting exactly the opposite.
That is the Secretary General of NATO, Jens Stoltenberg, just a short while ago today, ahead of the official ceremony welcoming Finland into NATO just a few hours from now. Joining us now, former Supreme Allied Commander of NATO, retired four-star Navy Admiral James Stavridis. He is Chief International Analyst for NBC News. Admiral, good morning. So this accession of Finland into NATO took less than a year. Can you talk about how extraordinary that is, number one, and number two, the significance of adding Finland to NATO and its 810-mile border with Russia?
Yeah, it's an unbelievably good morning in Brussels for NATO and a terrible morning in Moscow for Vladimir Putin. What could be better? I'll give you three things off the top of my head why I love the accession of Finland. You mentioned one of them. 800 miles of border. That does nothing but put more pressure on the already broken Russian armed forces. Number two, the Finns, a nation of only 5 million people, can put 300,000 troops in the field in 90 days. Think about that for a minute. And number three, the fighting spirit of the Finns. We sort of forget our history sometimes. 1939, the Soviet Union, the Red Army, invaded Finland. The Finns fought them to a standstill. A lot of history between Finland and Russia. Not much of it good. They are going to be terrific allies, Willie.
Yet another misstep for Putin's invasion here. Now, Finland was originally, its candidacy was twinned with that of Sweden. Sweden's has been delayed. Turkey has raised some issues. There's still some hope that Sweden might get in ahead of the NATO summit this summer in Lithuania. I want to get your analysis here. What's your sense as to how that is going to play out?
Yeah, as we always say, politics are local, right? And what President Erdogan of Turkey, is playing to his base in Turkey by pushing back on Sweden. Slightly convoluted story, but there are Kurdish resistance figures living in Sweden. So it's a bit of a tempest in a teapot. At the end of the day, Jonathan, I think that after the election in May, President Erdogan is going to allow Sweden to come into NATO, and that's going to be another huge plus for the alliance.
Admiral, can you give us an update on the state of play with the war in Ukraine? Sure. And on part of that, Russia's Minister of Children's Rights has been accused by the ICC of crimes against humanity, these forced kidnappings that are happening with Ukrainian children, which is just heartbreaking. What do you see anything happening there on the international legal front? And what overall are you seeing right now with the war?
You bet. Both good questions. Let's start, Lise, with the forced kidnapping and indoctrination of these young children. Really terrifying to watch in many different ways. And the ICC, the International Criminal Court, has issued indictments against Putin and against a woman who is heading this effort. That's good news. The bad news is highly unlikely we're going to see Putin indicted anytime soon, even as we contemplate an American president indicted. I don't think we're going to see Putin in the docket in The Hague. I wouldn't rule it out over the long throw of history. But back to the war itself, it's been quiet on the war front, if you think about it. Both sides are preparing for spring offensives. Russia's will be ineffective for all the reasons we've talked about many times: bad logistics, bad leadership, lack of capability. I think that the Ukrainian spring offensive will be potent and potentially will drive to the Black Sea. If that occurs, we're looking at a real jump shift in the war. Stay tuned. We'll be talking about it over the next couple of months.